The second game that I'm going to be putting out a review for, hopefully within the next week or so, is Laylee and the Impossible Lair. Finally catching up on this game. And this will be more of a Bard's backlog coverage and not more of a recent game like Star Wars Jedi. But I love this game. I don't even know exactly where to start with it because it's hitting a lot of beats for me that I've always sought in my platformers. I would consider myself a platformist, and in that I am an expert in the genre. That's one of the genres that I would say I play very thoroughly. Most games I try to touch at least once or twice in the genre at some point, and I have conquered and defeated many of the more difficult ones. I, of course, love and look forward to every single Super Mario game. This is my genre as far as I'm concerned. So I would consider myself a platformist, and Laylee and the Impossible Lair is a fantastic platformer. Now, in my review, I'll be able to break down the different ideas between gameplay and its hub world that really bring out the charm of this world. But I just want to say here that I'm surprised that we even got something as in-depth as we have from this developer. Not that they didn't do a great job with the previous Yooka-Laylee game, which was supposed to be more in the vein of Banjo-Kazooie. Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, which is an entirely new game, not a DLC, is more like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which is one of my favorite platformers of all time. So, first off, it has big shoes to fill, but second off, if it does fill those shoes, oh man, it does it. It can pull off something incredibly great. And Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair not only does so, I think it fills in the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze shoes as far as the platform is concerned. The actual stages themselves probably aren't as great as I'd love them to be, as I'd hope that they would be, but they're just enough charm, there's just enough of a variety, and there's a whole twist on having a dual type level development in almost every single level in the game that makes them each feel exciting, refreshing, and the way that they're all tied to this new novel concept of an overworld that almost feels like a Legend of Zelda overworld just really hits home for me. And it's just my kind of game. I've been loving it. I haven't quite beaten the actual Impossible Lair itself, I will be honest. And I'm hoping to do that in the next couple days before I get that review out. But it is a difficult game. As far as the other levels of concern, I've almost gotten all of the coins in each of the levels. And, of course, I have played each level and explored the map pretty thoroughly at this point because I just enjoyed doing that more than anything. But the hub world itself feels like a toy box. It feels like a home that you can explore, like you landed in a foreign land and you can just poke around and just see something new around every corner. That's the kind of feeling it gives you, and it's great to just explore. And that's not a feeling that's easy to pull off, especially in a platformer. So I give Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair props for that. So be looking out for that backlog review coming out from me, the Video Game Bard, here in the future. With that in mind, we're going to be looking at the new